Good morning. Welcome to the update from the bunker. It's Saturday, 11th of April, and again, another glorious day, blue sky, sunshine. And highlight of my day, I'm going to the shops today. And I have a list from Lynn, and I've got to buy some stuff. It's not the stuff I'm interested in buying, but I'm allowed out. I can go out, and I'm going up the auto route to the Leclerc. It's about 5 minutes away, and it's like some foreign, bizarre, exotic holiday. So I'm going out and about the shops. Anyway, trust you well. We've had a busy week and a long weekend. Happy Easter. And I thought I'd give a few tips on using Zoom or using Skype or GoToMeeting or any of your chosen webinar or online meeting forums. I think I see a lot of people doing, I use this every day with my clients from the offices in Luxembourg, or whatever, so I'm sort of used to it, but I see people really struggling to get the art of using these video meetings. So here's my 7 tips for how to get the best from your online meetings. So number 1, the level of your camera. I see so many people where they're clearly using their smartphone and the smartphone is on the desk in front of them and they're looking down at the camera, and that you can see up from them up to the ceiling, and they're looking into it. Now, you don't have a meeting like that when you're face to face, so don't do it with a phone. The camera should be at your eye level, as if you're sat opposite to a person. Pretend your camera's a person and have the camera at your eye level, as mine is. So I'm not looking up, I'm not looking down, we're at eye level. So get the camera right. It doesn't need to be a 4K camera. HD is fine, but make sure your camera is stable and secure, and it's front and middle and at eye level as well. First point. Number 2, hold eye contact. Pretend the person you're speaking with is the camera. Now, if I'm looking at the screen, and I know I'm not talking to anybody at the moment, apart from myself, but if I look at my screen and talk to you, as if I'm looking at your image on a screen, I'm talking to you in a very engaging way. Because I'm not looking at the camera, it looks as if I'm looking down. Now, if you did that in a meeting, that would be really off-putting, because we need that eye contact. So even when I'm talking to you or another person you're speaking, you don't look at them on the screen, look at the camera, and then what they see on their screen will be you looking at them. So hopefully this video looks as if I'm looking at you in eye contact. So I'm looking at the camera, not the screen. Microphone and speakers. Don't use a headset and a boom mic. You look like an idiot. Don't use earbuds and the little things where the microphone's here on your lead. You wouldn't do that in a meeting, would you? You don't do that in a meeting. You walk to a meeting with a headset on, for goodness sake. So the way to do it is get some decent speakers, and so you can hear properly. Now, the way so that you overcome this with the feedback is get a decent microphone as well. And this is the microphone that I use. I'm going to hold it up to hopefully to the camera so you can see it. It's an ADX mic. It's called a directional mic. So my speakers at the back over here by my screen, when I'm hearing other people talk, their voice doesn't transfer to my microphone. The microphone picks me up speaking at it, unidirectional microphone, so I don't get the interference. My hands are free. I don't look like some sort of bizarre pilot or anything like that. It's much more natural, much more engaging. Don't wear a headset, don't have a microphone, but get a standard gamer mic, sensitive mic. Hopefully the audio is reasonably good quality. Now, when you're talking away, imagine you're in a meeting with somebody, and this is an old sort of sales trick. What you don't do when you're in a meeting with somebody is look at your watch, because that breaks the rapport, it breaks the pattern. Now, on a computer, on your screen, there's lots of things you can look at. Now, when you're coming to, you're timing your call, it's a 1-hour conversation. If I'm talking away with you guys, and I look at my clock, it looks like this. Now, I might think you haven't seen me do that. You know exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at my clock, and you're thinking, well, what, has he got somewhere else to be? So from a timing perspective, have a clock or a timer, if you like, have it behind the camera. So I can look just over the camera and I can see the clock, I can see my timing. I'm not looking down, I'm not breaking rapport. I can check on my time just on a clock on the wall behind. When you have your phone with you, make sure it's on silent for a start, so it doesn't ring halfway through. And what I see a lot of people do when they're engaged in a conversation on a webinar or something like that, and then one of them will try and surreptitiously send an email, and you can see them, they look down and they're just looking up, and you know exactly what they're doing. They're emailing or checking Facebook and LinkedIn. Don't. It's not good form. You wouldn't do it in a meeting, or if you did, then you're in the wrong meeting. Put your phone to one side. Don't have it on noisy. Put it on silent or turn it off. And don't check your phone messages when you're on a webinar. Not going to work. And also emails. Watch out for your alerts. If Facebook pops up or emails pop up, if you've got your speakers on, they're going to hear it. You have the alert come through when something pops up. And if an email comes through on your screen while you're talking, very tempting to just sort of look at the email. Now, if the alert comes up on your computer, and it gets heard, it gets picked up by the mic, people know you've had an email, and then you look at it, you've lost rapport straight away. So turn your alerts off, get your emails out of the way, and watch out for that. And if you've got two screens, I have two screens. I have a screen I'm looking at, and I have what I call a detail screen over here on the other side. So I can look at this screen on here, I've got all my other stuff sat there. Turn it off. Don't have these distractions, because if a Facebook or LinkedIn or an email or something pops up, you're going to look at it, and once you break that rapport, you're going to lose the audience. So stay focused. Background. What's your background? What's when people see over your head? I've seen a number of people with Zoom put this synthetic backgrounds on, and they're sat in on a beach or in San Francisco or on the moon. Well, yeah, if you must, but they're a bit clunky and they zone in and out as well. And people say to me, "No, you've got books on your background." Yeah, well, this is my office. It's where I sit. These are real books, not an auto-generated background. It's where I sit, where my office is, my home office at least. So yes, you can see books. Just be aware that people can see what's going on behind, and yeah, just clean the shelves, get the teddies off it or whatever it is. Make sure that you're happy for your clients and your contacts to see what's behind you. Number 6, test the audio and the video before you go on. When you go on a webinar, so many people, they click on a webinar and they'll go, "Can you see me all right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is the audio?" It's ridiculous. The technology is fine. The technology works. Test it before you get on. And when you get on that call, you'll see, is your video working, your camera, is your microphone on? And just talk. You don't walk into a meeting and go, "Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I here?" Don't do it. You look like a numpty. So check it before you go on. Make sure it's all okay. Check the levels, check the lighting, check the quality. Be aware that you're just going to be in the room and start talking normally. Don't shout. You don't have to tap the microphone and make sure it's working or anything like that. You can sit back and just relax and talk normally. Don't shout and bark at people. And final point, number 7, be on time, as you would for any meeting. A number of webinars I participated in, and you get on, it starts at 5 o'clock, and everybody's at 5 o'clock, and then at 5 past, somebody goes, "Hi, no, we're not interested, get out." I just be on time, be early. I open all my webinars at 10 to the hour. People can come on, they can have a chat if they want, they can get a coffee, they can sit down. On the hour, we start. Work starts on the hour. Be on time as if you would for a meeting as well. It's not okay to be late. I couldn't find my earphones. I couldn't find this and I couldn't find that. You're an idiot. Get it prepared first. Get on time and treat it as a professional meeting. So those are my 7 key points. It's the level of the camera, the eye contact with the camera, the microphone and speakers. Make sure you've got them. Don't use your blooming headsets. Don't look at the clock, the emails, or anything else. Make sure you're focused on the person. Make sure your background is okay. Test the audio and video. Assume it's going to work and be present. Just go for it. And 7, be on time. So hopefully, if you do that, that gives you some ideas and tips. And yeah, it makes your webinars more enjoyable for everybody, more professional as well. So try it out. Okay, well, I'm going to go to the shops. I'm going to get some bread and milk. How exciting is that? So I'm going to head up and do that later on this morning. Have a fabulous weekend. I'll do a quick update tomorrow on Sunday, and just to say hi and some more tips and ideas. Have a fabulous weekend. Stay safe, stay away from people, and enjoy this fabulous sunshine. And remember the sunscreen. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.